95.7 The Hog, the Morning Hog Show. How you doing? I'm Riggs. I'm wearing a shirt that says beer, and I'm wearing a hat that says football, because this weekend, of course, is football. And that's why Josh from SR Parat is right there. A Morning Hog Brew Review.
Brew Review.
Pigskin style.
Yeah, I'll take
Which really has nothing to do with the beers.
No, not really.
But at any time during this episode, Josh may fire a football at me, or I may throw one back at him, and if we knock one of the beers over, we lose.
I actually had a pigskin beer the other day.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. Really disappointed if you didn't bring it, to be honest. No, but it's football weekend. The NFL has already started. We're ready to go on Sunday. We need beers.
I got plenty of beers.
And it happens to be, fall time.
I still got... We talked about it. I still have some Oktoberfest, some pumpkin beers to talk about, and some other cool stuff as well. But we're going to go ahead and start off with Motorworks over there in Bradenton, Florida, but they also have a tap room in Orlando.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with Motorworks, and let's do their Oktoberfest first.
There's that familiar label, I guess, so the background at least, right?
There you go. Yeah, that blue and white checkerboard is just kind of synonymous with Oktoberfest at this point.
That's right.
When I say at this point, I mean for the last couple hundred years.
Yeah, you're talking about since the 1800s. That's all right, though. It also is synonymous with the Morning Hog Bowling League. It was short-lived.
Short-lived, yeah.
Because we only got one shirt, so four of us had to bowl shirtless.
Well, we only had 3 pins too.
right.
And a 6-pound ball.
Those budgets.
Yeah, the budget cuts all around for everybody.
Tiny holes too. You just have to palm it. All right, so this is Oktoberfest.
Yep. So the Marzen style lager.
Okay.
Again, remember what Marzen is?
It was made in March.
That's right. And then they'd lager it out until it was ready for Oktoberfest season, which is not in October.
Right.
It's in September.
Yeah, it's
I don't recall the exact dates right this second. But so this is a 5.6% Marzen style lager that Motorworks has been doing for a little while. I believe they've won some awards on this as well.
Okay, this feels a little zestier, maybe a little less malty.
That's good,
or something,
though.
Right? It's real good.
You are getting a really nice malt backbone to it. But you're getting a little bit of hops up front, which with typical German Marzen lagers, you don't get a whole lot of that. You get more of that caramel and hops and all that stuff, malt. With this, you're getting like a whole array of flavors, very layered.
I like this a lot.
But ironically, they said spicy hop character.
Okay.
So look at you.
A little zesty, because it tastes like it's not a Marzen to me.
Right. So that Marzen flavor is going to come on the back end there. Yeah. So all that caramel, a little bit of sweetness, a lot of amber beer type flavors, stuff like that. Super solid. I can see why they won some awards on this.
Wow.
I'm happy with it.
Wow. That's impressive. So it's got a good looking can, a great flavor, and a controllable ABV where you could have, on game day like 6.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. Ironically, they come in a 6-pack.
What?
Or you can try to find it on draft by checking out the website.
Oh, he's talking about srprod.com/beerfinder, right?
That would be the one.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was one. All right, that's a fantastic start. I mean, really, we could just stop right there and it would be a solid brew review. But,
let's go home.
But you have 3 unopened beers. It'd be rude.
All right, I'll stay.
Okay. What is that thing?
So,
I know that!
Yeah, we've had this one before. I think it's one of the coolest names for a pumpkin beer I've heard in several years.
Love it.
So this is Motorworks again. Again, out of Bradenton, Florida originally. They have a tap room over in Orlando, so go check them out if you're in either area. So this is Haya Gordy.
Okay.
Remember the movie It?
Oh, yeah.
And Haya Gordy.
Haya Gordy.
However, they spelled it like a gourd.
Yeah.
Like a pumpkin.
Brilliant.
Pumpkin ale. Halloween. Right. It. I mean, whoever came up with the concept they nailed it.
And the creepy red balloon on the label.
Exactly.
It just says, fear me, but also drink me at the same time. And you don't get a lot of that in the industry.
I'd go down in the sewer for this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Absolutely, I would.
Take me.
You know what? Let's go subterranean together. Now, this has a very prominent nose. Like a little spice in there too.
A little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg.
Right? It says, "What holiday are you getting into?" Not sure.
Very, very nice sweetness on there. When it comes to a pumpkin beer, I think there's 2 different crowds. You have the crowd that want a beer flavored beer that happen to has pumpkin in it.
Okay.
And then you have like a pumpkin pie-ish esque flavor, and that's kind of heading in the direction for this.
Okay.
Because you are getting a little bit of sweetness. They're using fresh pumpkin puree, 35 pounds of it in a brewing cycle. Fresh galangal.
Whoa.
It's like an Asian style ginger root.
Let me make sure you can say that. Yep. No,
yeah.
Okay, good.
Don't censor that one.
Just making sure. I don't know.
And then you're getting obviously some cinnamon. Oh my goodness! Why can't I say that one? Cinnamon.
There's some cinnamon in there.
There you go.
It comes around. On
you
the
know
back.
why I'm tongue tied? Because this is 8%.
Oh, that's exactly. Of course it is. That is the reason why we are all very excited to have more of this.
Yeah, there's most of your pumpkin beers out there, 5-6%. Then you have some Imperials as well, but Dogfish and High Gordy both sit in the middle right there, that 8%, which is a nice ABV, especially for any time.
I feel like for what it is and for what the premise of the beer is, and with it and the intimidation of that, it should have 8%. That's like,
well, then your inhibitions go away a little bit, so you're okay to get down that sewer, grab that red balloon.
Like, it's fine. Somebody will grab my feet, pull me back up. Right?
Anyone that hasn't seen that movie has no idea what we're talking about.
They're like, what are they saying? Why are they insisting they should go down sewers? Well,
if you haven't seen that movie, you're missing out, man. It's great.
No kidding. Wow. Well, you know what? Maybe we can dial it up real quick. Watch a little bit of it.
We'll
take
watch
a break.
A couple trailers.
Yeah. We did enough for split that can right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you don't have any more in the truck?
I do.
No. Oh, hold up. Well, more coming up. Morning Hog Brew Review right here on Daytona's Rock Station. The Morning Hog at 95.7 The Hog. 95.7 The Hog, The Morning Hog. Hey, it's happy hour. I'm Riggs. I'm happy. One, because I'm wearing my Jags hat. We're going to get the big win over the Dolphins Sunday. We all know that. I'm wearing a beer shirt, and that's really planned. I kind of put my wardrobe out because it's a Morning Hog Brew Review, and that's Josh from SR Parat right there.
I'm starting to think all your shirts just say beer on them.
I wrote a lot of it on there, and then I got this one was pre-printed, so I was like, this is fair. Cool. Yeah, I didn't write this. I have great penmanship. You'll see me out at a, maybe
that's what you're known for.
A football thing. I'll write down some stuff. I'm big on penmanship. All right, so great start to our sort of fall Oktoberfest, Halloweenish, pumpkinish beers.
I'm going to go the complete opposite direction now.
Okay, good.
So just to mess you up there.
Yeah, well, I see a label that I'm already I'm physically excited about.
As you should be. So Stone, which I know is one of your favorites.
Yep.
So this is their Zoomology IPA.
All right.
This is a 7.5% IPA.
Okay, like that.
They're using Zumo hops.
Okay. I've heard that before.
Have you?
But I don't know what it is.
Okay.
What is it?
So it's a thrilling new hop from the folks at Sea. You like that one?
Yeah, wait. I felt like I should do it again. Do it again.
Oh, I can't do it now. You put me on the spot.
I was going to give you some. All right. Hey, what are Zumo hops, Josh?
So it's a new hop from a place called Seagull Ranch. They're named after the Spanish term for citrus zest.
Oh. Okay.
So we should be able to get those nice citrus flavors that you get from an IPA.
Okay.
And then I'm almost positive this is going to finish like a typical Stone beer.
It already has that nose. Zesty.
So this is a limited time release.
Why can I not have nice things? I want all of these forever.
So that's the scary part. So there's only about 15, 20 cases in the market of this in 3 or 4 kegs. So if you see it, jump on it, grab it.
Wow.
Grab it on draft as well. Check out the website to go find it.
srprot.com/beer finder he's talking about.
There you go.
Right. Wow. That's really good. Now that's different from these other beers, but I think if you were just going to have a sampler, go out and line up 4 of them, that's a great line right there.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace, especially if you're starting to get into these fall beers for the Oktoberfest and these pumpkin beers, and you're like, you know what, I need a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Stone's there for you.
Yeah.
They're out there doing it, grabbing you a nice IPA with some new hops in the market. The can's pretty neat as well.
Oh, it's a sassy can.
Yeah, we were just referencing the movie It. I don't know if those guys look a little familiar to you. I don't think it has a tie-in for it, but
is that Little Shop of Horrors?
That's exactly what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So it kind of ties in the theme of Halloween a little bit and stuff like that. So
if man-eating plants right there. Look at those things.
Right.
Scaring me. They can be thirsty.
But yeah, like I said, limited time release. I don't know why I
gave that can back to you. It's taking a minute.
And I'm not even sure if this is one that'll be around next year. You know,
really?
They like to throw in a few limited releases and then wait a couple years and stuff like that. So definitely go out there, grab it now while you can, and give it a shot.
I've been that guy too that with Stone, particularly because of what you just said, because they'll float some out and then you don't see them anymore. Like the Scorpion Bowl, which was only available in the
I like Scorpion Bowl.
Put one of those in a 12er. That's my that's sneaking up on Scorpion Bowl right there. Holy cow! All right,
Speaking
Josh,
of sneaking up on you,
I know that label right there.
You do. So this one would sneak up on you, especially if you have a couple of them at 10.2%.
All right, I'm just gonna stretch out.
This is one of my favorite beers of all time.
Yeah.
Super limited release.
Yeah.
This is Sierra Nevada. Looks like motor oil coming out of the bottle. This is narwhal.
Oh, yes.
Narwhals are not mythical creatures. They are real, even though they look like they should be a mythical creature. They got a big horn going straight through their skull, essentially.
Right.
Which is not a horn, by the way.
It's a tooth, right?
Yeah, we talked about this. It's a tooth. And they think that it has like weird electrodes on it that detect all kinds of stuff.
Yeah?
But then they also say spears fish and whatnot. So really odd creature.
But it's the ocean's unicorn, basically.
Right.
Is what it is.
But to me, this beer is a unicorn.
Oh my god!
Because it's every year it's solid. A little bit different every year. So if you have like a 2023, go ahead and put it against a 2024.
Yeah.
You know, as it sits in a bottle, it'll mellow out a little bit on the alcohol burns and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just one of those really cool beers every year, especially if you're able to try them throughout the years.
Did you say what ABV number this was again?
10.2.
Look out. 10.2.
So I think we've discussed it. I was never a coffee drinker. But over the last 6 months or so, I'm slowly getting into coffee.
Yeah.
This has a lot of coffee notes, especially on the back end.
Yeah.
More pushing into like the espresso side of things.
Yes.
So you're getting a little bit of bitterness on the back end, but huge chocolate, coffee.
The chocolate is what brings me around.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not a coffee guy either, but this feels like if somebody were to hand you a coffee that they had dolled up a little bit with some stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Some flavor.
And, or just pour some of this in your coffee. Who's going to know? It's the same color.
If you're at work today and you're like, I don't know, I got to go hang on, boss, I got to go get some coffee from the shop, and then you get one of these, right?
But yeah, to me, this beer is kind of a special treat, especially at 10.2%, and being limited release. We have, for the first time, I think in several years, we have it on draft as well.
Really?
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. The website, as always, easiest way.
He's talking about srparat.com/beer finder, where you can find the beers. Yeah. All of those beers. All 4 of those beers. And many, many more. We're not even done with fall or pumpkin or anything yet.
No, sir.
I like it. And then we get into the holiday beers.
Yep. Those are coming here. They're starting to hit our docks now. So, like I said, these seasonal windows are very short. So if you see it out there, grab it, because we'll be up on winter stuff here probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, follow our lead. Stretch out before you tackle the narwhal. For sure.
Absolutely.
Josh, great array. Good luck to your team this weekend.
Thank you.
You still rooting for the Seahawks?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's their quarterback
I
now?
have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I think it's still Geno Smith. I don't know the rest.
I love Geno.
They've done so many changes to that team in the last year that I'm starting to get confused a little bit. But
all right. Well, if you're looking so let's put all of our beers up for the Jags and the Seahawks. Cheers.
Cheers.